suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my... I'ma tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Yeah. When I've been up his hands. When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Detroit Lions.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go! You're set, lady! Watch 56! You can't hang!
for the first time with Johnson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10.
Go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Lions.
Set. 180. 56, right there. 56. Here we go.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13. Stafford flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39.
First down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the ground with Johnson. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight down. There you go.
On second down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second and 12, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Carson, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
At their 23-yard line.
Blue 60, 59.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Do.
Hey, Haywood.
Check three.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. 23 yards on the play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 56. You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Johnson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Michael, set! 260! 3 ball, 3 ball. All right, boys, here we go.
From the red zone now, Stafford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the... Big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the all-pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Mike 90.
Mike 51. Watch the run. They're running it.
Watch. Boost the team. Hey.
Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
What we got? 22! 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot. You ready?
From the gun, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Stafford now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, 22! Hey, Delta!
Operating from the gun. Stafford flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I see you, boy. I see you.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set, 280!
Mark's 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
A carry now for McKissick. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Lions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there. 56. Check.
There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, alert.
Let's go. 51, Mike. Mike 51. All day. Mike.
On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. 44.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Myers' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you. 49, guys. Mike.
Throwing again. Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Lions 1st down.
Get away! Check. 49's the mic. Watch 49. And we got to get to the ball, team.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And the Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's complete to Lockett. The 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 45 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
To try again after the sack. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 82 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, it's Johnson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
53, ready? 56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. Hey.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And here now the punter Martin booming this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Run pass. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Whip. Four down. Jim. Check nine.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mike 51.
Coming to you.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
What? Away!
Check, check. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Slam, slam, slam.
Zebra, zebra.
Check 13.
One pass, one pass.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third and long. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 59 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Watch the pass. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
11. Under 10. 10.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Amendola's got it, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense. The drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Let's go double count right here. Double. Good.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Wilson steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devon Kennard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Carson. And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Good guys, 4 down.
Alert 3. 36.
Spot that.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. They run it with Carson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
What? Who are you?
51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill.
Hey, 0.
Now a give right side. Carson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, exit.
Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
49. Orbit.
On 4th down, Stafford. And that'll That'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Right there. Forward is Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off.